What's up, travelers? You have found the podcast that is here to explore the world. We are 5 travel experts, hooked on our trade, and ready to share our tales from around the world. You're listening to the Where We Roam podcast. Without further ado, let's roam.
Hello, roamers, and welcome to this week's episode of the Where We Roam podcast. My name is John, and I am joined by all of my fellow podcasters. Hey, everybody.
What's
Hi,
up?
John.
You know what?
Nice.
Our intro makes me want to pet a dog or something.
Pet a dog.
Yeah, I feel like
That's so stupid. No, it does not.
I saw
Honestly,
that.
I saw that video that uses our same stock audio for the intro, and it does not match their video at all.
No,
it
it
doesn't.
doesn't.
It's like dogs
only-
running in a field, and then
It
our
only
intro
matches
music.
our podcast.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah. And
One of
it's
our
just,
listeners told me it sounds like I was about to start freestyling. And I'm like, no, that's not
Ooh.
happening.
that's so
Not
funny.
at all.
Tune in next episode where John freestyles.
Yeah, definitely not.
I
So
won't
anyway,
be here for
Yeah, Sean's out. Did you guys have a good weekend?
Had a great
Yeah.
that.
weekend.
Yeah,
Very.
it was real good
yeah?
for me.
I
Anything
was in
fun?
Galveston.
Yeah,
I was in
right. You
Newport.
went-
that's right.
Okay, y'all
Yeah.
had fun. Megan, did you do anything cool? Anything cool?
It was a soccer tournament on Saturday and then friends with on Sunday. So it was great.
That's nice. And
Yeah.
Dana, you and I had similar weekends,
Yeah,
right? You
second
had
grade program.
moving up. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a 5th grade graduation ceremony. So then my
Mm.
daughter had her band banquet and my son had his 2nd grade performance. So we had family in town for that. So yeah, it was a
Yeah.
fun weekend.
Yeah, we had
Cool,
in the
cool.
last week, we've had the end of the year band concert. We've had the moving up ceremony for 5th grade at church. Then we had a moving up we have a lower and an upper elementary thing. So we had my youngest is moving to the upper elementary. We had a thing there at his school. And then we had my youngest, Matthias's birthday is not until June, but we always celebrate with his friends the last weekend.
Yeah, that's
And they
fun.
did the little jelly ball fight. Have you guys seen those things?
No,
They look
that
almost like
sounds fun.
small paintballs, but they're like little jelly material. They just kind of
Mhm.
explode on you, but they're
I've
not
seen that.
filled. They don't
It's
hurt.
a Nerf gun, but with
Well,
the
no,
gels,
Nerf,
right?
Nerf copied this idea, but yeah, it's
Okay.
the first
Mhm.
ones I think were called Jelly Blasters was the first big company to do it,
Yeah.
but Nerf does it as well.
Cool,
Yeah, we
cool.
hired a company to do it. It was a lot of fun.
Happy birthday, Maddie.
Yeah, happy
so
birthday.
He is going to be 8, so he's super excited. But he'll actually
that's so
turn
fun.
8 when we're at Disney this summer. So, but
That's
we're not
so
allowed to
fun.
go to any parks on his birthday. He just wants to lay around, be on his
Really?
bed, and go to the pool.
Don't respect that at all.
Wow.
Very
Yeah.
I
specific.
know. He wants to
Mm.
relax on his birthday. He doesn't want
Yeah.
the stress of anything
Okay.
happening.
I don't
so.
want to be. Anyway,
The stress
let's roll
of
on.
being
Yeah.
8. It's so
I
much
know,
I know,
stress.
stress of being exactly. So, hey,
He sounds like an
Hey.
old grandpa.
he is
Teach
exactly
their
own.
that.
To
And,
each their
and he
own.
knows everything, so he's never wrong. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. We're going to be talking about something completely different than we've ever done before. Normally we do a trip review, or we do a parks overview, or we do the difference between these ships. So, Royal Caribbean, general travel stuff. But today we're going to kind of do a game, but a would you rather style, but it's all going to be travel related. We're going to hopefully have a good mix of Disney, non-Disney, cruise, all-inclusive, fun stuff like that.
Mhm.
So I'm going to go ahead and get us started. Very first question, and this is kind of a broad question. This is for an adults-only trip. Would you all
Mhm.
rather do a cruise, or would you prefer to do an all-inclusive resort? And let's go ahead and put a 4 to 5
Yeah.
night cap on it, because we
Yeah.
all know if it's adults only, a 7-night cruise or a 7-night getaway would be difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But have in the back of your mind what ships are available, sailings are available for 4 to 5 nights.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Who's going first?
That being said, Dana wants to go first.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, that's tough because I love aspects from both of those, but I have to say cruise 100%. I mean, it's Virgin,
Okay.
adults only. You have your entertainment, you have your food, you have sun, you got ports. They have 4 and 5 night itineraries. It's easy to get to. You get off the ship pretty early, so you still have, the whole day. So yeah, I would say cruise in that
Okay.
situation,
Okay.
in that question.
From a Florida resident, tracking.
Which exactly. So for me, if I have to fly, it's not as an easy yes or no, right? Or
Right,
it's not
right,
like that's not. It's so. Megan, what are your thoughts?
I think for 4 or 5 nights, I'm going to do all inclusive. If I'm going longer, I'm going to do a cruise because then I get to more ports that way.
Mm,
Okay,
that's
I
a
like
good,
it.
yeah.
All right. And Corinne, what are you doing?
I'm going on a cruise.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Galveston, so it is driving
Yeah.
distance, which is
Mhm.
the convenience of that. But there
Yeah.
is nothing like I got to kind of have it this weekend when I was just doing ship tours. I didn't actually get to sail, but it was just a little teaser being on the ship. I love the feeling of going out to the pool deck, having those glass doors slide open, and
Mhm.
you just hear music and you smell the food and you see the ocean. I live for it. Cruise,
All right.
hands down.
Very cool. Okay. I personally want to hear from Sean, then I'll give my answer.
So you're not ready. Got it.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to do all inclusive. I'm going to do
Okay.
probably Ishkaret, something that has some activities during the day and then some chill time, good food. Ishkaret or Unico are my two that I would
Mm.
probably swing to. But I
'Cause
would
you're
go
gonna fly
I
either
do
way.
AI.
You have
I'm
to
gonna
fly either way.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right. Yeah, the only thing I would say about Ishkaret, the only downside doing a 4 or 5 night is you're not going to get to do it all.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's the downside. So mine is easy because, well, I'm within driving distance to a cruise port, but it's like an 8-hour drive. So
Mm.
that means I need to be
Does
at
that
least
really
going for a
count?
week. No, if
Yeah.
I'm going for a week, like I'll drive if I'm going to be on this ship for a whole week. I'm
Right.
not driving for like 4 nights. That's just
Right.
there's no way. And it also makes because it's like we drive to Disney from my house, and that's like 6.5, 7 hours. So, so all that being said, if I'm going to go on an adults only trip, I'd really like my wife to come, and she would prefer to do an all inclusive. So
Yeah. She
I'm
doesn't
going
like
to do
cruises.
all
If
inclusive.
I'm going
Yeah.
adults only, I
Yeah.
would like my wife to be there as well.
Exactly.
Deep thoughts by John.
And I'll get specific on this one. I either want to fly into if it's a short trip, I want to fly into Montego Bay and do
Mhm.
Sandals Mo Bay,
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
which is like you are maximizing your time. Or
Mhm.
I would like to do like Atelier or something like that. That's a pretty quick trip as well in Mexico.
Mhm.
Once you're off the plane, you can get there pretty
Yeah.
quickly. But
Yeah.
nothing
Cool.
is as fast as Mo Bay, as Montego Bay. It's just
Montego Bay. Yeah.
Nothing's
Yeah.
as fast as Dana to a cruise port in Florida.
I mean,
That's
I can
true,
get there
too.
pretty
So
quick.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I am the guy who's booking that 5 a.m. flight to be first flight out
Oh,
too.
heck
So,
yeah.
Oh,
See?
yeah.
Yeah.
because I want to
Maximize your
maximize
time.
those 4 days.
Maximize
And
your
but
time. Yep.
100%.
I'm drinking
Exactly.
mimosas before anybody else is even awake.
There you go.
You're drinking
It's
mimosas
terrible.
in your Delta lounge, right?
Yeah, it's exactly
Oh,
it.
yeah.
And then
That's how
by
you
like
kickstart it.
7:30, 8 o'clock, or depending on what time the flight's actually leaving, when everybody else is just waking up, I've probably already progressed to, just a little like whiff of orange juice next to my mimosa.
We got to have some sugar. Keep it balanced. You don't want your blood sugar
Exactly.
dropping.
All
Yeah.
right.
Question
Right.
two.
That's what I'm thinking. Question number 2. All right. So we're going to stick on the cruise topic here. So I'm doing research for my own 2025 fall break. This is a
Mhm.
September trip, so keep that in mind. Looking at a cruise. Would you rather do 7 nights on Royal Caribbean's brand new Star of the Seas, which is an Icon class ship,
Mhm.
in a Surfside family suite with your family, if you had a family of 4, let's just say that. Okay. Or would you rather go on the Disney Treasure, they're both brand new ships in 25,
Yeah.
doing the exact same Western Caribbean within doing private island plus Western Caribbean itinerary. They're pretty much the same with
And
maybe
those
one
are all
different
7s
port.
right now. 7
Right.
nights for
Mhm.
Treasure
Yeah.
also.
Right. But this is just going to be a deluxe ocean view with veranda stateroom, not even a deluxe family. And the suite on Royal Caribbean is less than, or is like $500 more. But you get full access to the suite deck, suite restaurant, everything on Royal Caribbean.
I've
What
got
would
my
you all
answer.
rather do? Sean, go first.
I'm still going to hop on the Treasure.
Okay.
I will happily. Well, okay. For my side, I've not done the Wish yet, so
Mm.
I've not experienced Disney's newest
Yeah.
ship, And
Mm.
Treasure will be, very similar
you've
to
done
the
Icon.
Wish.
Got it.
And I've done Icon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think for me and my family, I'm going Treasure.
Okay. All right, Megan, what do you think on this one?
I think it's a really hard one. I would say probably Star. I think my kids are getting a little bit older. I was unbelievably impressed with Icon. And I think as a family, we would enjoy Star more than Treasure next year.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. All right, Corinne, what are you doing?
I'm going Star.
Okay. Why?
Yeah.
Mm.
Of course, if we're talking family, my husband's not a huge Disney person, the characters, that
Okay.
kind of thing. So our first royal cruise that we did together on Voyager was our favorite vacation by far. So it would just be amplified by Star. The one thing that I would miss from the Treasure is the Haunted Mansion bar that's going in.
Yeah.
That's
that
gonna
looks
be
cool.
so
If I could
nice.
just experience that, I'll be good. But I know
Okay.
it's a tough choice, but I think Star.
Have you done the Wish?
I've done the Wish.
The Disney Wish? You
Mhm.
have. Okay. That's right. That was your second cruise with your
Yeah.
kids. You guys did the
Yeah.
Royal Caribbean and then the Wish, like back to back.
Oh,
Within a couple months.
yeah.
Okay. Awesome. And then Dana, you're
So this
always
is tough.
your queen cruise. What are you doing here?
I know. I already have
And
Treasure
pretend
booked
one of your
for next.
children doesn't belong to you.
I know. Yeah, it's hard for family.
Sorry.
So I'm already booked on Treasure next year for spring break.
For sure.
So I don't know. My kids haven't got to do Icon yet. We go in 2 weeks for that. So I think once they're on the Icon, they're really gonna like it. And they're both out of Canaveral, right? The Star's going out of Canaveral
Mhm.
too.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Because I was
So
gonna say
they're-
if one was farther away,
they're-
that would be an easy pick.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It is like they're both, for me, they're both drivable, so I can save money on airfare. For me, they're both 7 nights. They're a similar itinerary. I think one does Falmouth, the other doesn't do Jamaica. It does something else. But like for me, I've done the Western Caribbean. So for me, this is what's available the week of our fall break. So I'm thinking to myself, I've done both of these itineraries before, but I've not done either of these ships.
Mhm.
I've done Icon. I think I'm going to do Star if I end up going this route. Only because my wife could totally veto any of this. She could say no cruise, or she could say Disney cruise. So she could totally veto it. But I love the idea of a place to escape and going up to Coastal Kitchen for breakfast every morning.
Yeah,
Going up
that's
to the brand new Sweet Deck, like the neighborhood up there. It's got the pool and the hot tubs and like a just outdoor buffet, all just for the sweet guests. And that stuff looks really good to me. And
Yeah.
you can time your dinner to watch the stinking aqua show from the sweet restaurants from Coastal
Yeah.
Kitchen on those ships.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
so
would
I
be
think,
nice.
I've never got to experience the suites because we are a family of 5. So I think if I was going as a family of 4, that would be a big draw, is to have that
Right.
suite lounge access. Yeah.
Exactly. All right. So next question. So that's interesting. We all kind of like land somewhere different on these. This is really good.
Mhm.
All right. Next one. We're going to go to a Disney question. And you already know my answer to this. But here's what we're going to do. I want your answers. Are we staying at a value resort, standard room for 8 nights?
Party of 4. I think this is big. Party
of 4. Okay. Yeah, party of 4 for 8 nights, or a deluxe resort for 4 nights.
4 nights meaning 3. What we count 3 days in the parks? Is that what we're?
Yeah, but
Travel
4
days.
nights is, I think 4 nights is 1 night too shy. But okay, here we go.
Hmm.
We're going to start with Corinne on this one. What are you doing? 8 nights value, 4 nights deluxe.
Oh boy.
I will slum it for 8 nights at the value resort.
Which value
Yeah.
resort?
Pop.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only answer.
If we're
Yeah.
if we're going all stars,
No. We need
No,
at
no
least that
bueno.
transportation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the rooms, there's a different quality in my opinion between all stars
Yeah.
and pop. So if it's pop,
Definitely.
then I'll go the 8 nights and we will slum it and it's fine. You're at least on the Skyliner. There's a positive,
It's
Yeah.
fine.
And you
It's
can,
fine.
Skyliner hop to other restaurants, bars, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Two
yeah.
parks.
Yeah.
I just don't like the Skyliner in the morning. That's the only downside, is that the
Because of the
line
line?
at Pop like wraps around the lake
It does.
there.
Yeah.
It
It
can,
gets
but it
really
moves
crazy.
fast.
It does move
It does,
fast.
but if you're me and all you're thinking is all of these people are going to be in front of me at Hollywood Studios to get into the park, they're all going to be in whatever, they're all going to be ahead of me in line for whatever ride I'm about to
You
ride.
can call a taxi, John.
You just
Me
got to
as-
walk faster when you get off the
Mirrors.
Skyliner. You got to pass all those people.
I do, but my kids
and
get
give him
pissed.
and give him that John judgment eye too. Don't forget that.
The side eye.
All right, Megan, what are you doing, Megan?
I have a connecting room with Corinne. I'm going Pop all the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
all right.
We'll
For
open up our
me-
families together. We'll have 2
Yes.
bathrooms
Yeah.
between the
Yeah.
8
I
of
could
us.
see
It'll
our
be
girls
fine.
having a blast together. They would.
Yeah.
Oh,
There it is.
oh yeah. So for me, I mean, we're coming from the West Coast, so it takes us 4-5 hours to get there by air.
Mhm.
Right.
And I don't mind Pop, if I'm being honest. I mean, of course, I would prefer my deluxe resort, absolutely. But I like a longer vacation versus a shorter vacation. So Pop
Fair
for me
enough.
all the way.
Yeah. This
All
is
right,
a tough
Sean,
one.
what are you
This-
doing?
So yeah, this is tough for me. I mean, I wrote the question. It's that
Then
it's
you've got
that
plenty of time to figure it out, Sean. What are you
it's
doing?
that trade-off between length of time. Like I'm gonna feel cheated by a short trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it comes down
I-
to like quality versus quantity.
I know, but I think I'm probably still going deluxe just because I just can't. I've done Pop, I've done sports. I'm bougier than that at this point in life.
Like Corinne
You know-
said, I mean, All Stars is a whole. I'm not going All Stars for 8
Yeah, it
days.
wouldn't
I
be
will
All
go
Stars.
Pop, but not All
There's
Stars.
the asterisk must be
Okay.
Pop Century.
So you're saying
Yes.
if it was movies, you're going deluxe
All-Star
at that
movies,
point?
you're doing
Yeah.
deluxe over 8 nights at all. Okay.
I am.
And Dana,
All
what are
right.
you doing? Are you getting an
I'm-
adjoining room with Sean's family at
I
a
mean,
deluxe resort?
Well, it's
It
kind of
only
an
costs
unfair
a little bit
question.
more to go
First class, that's right. It's a tough question for me because we're so close that we go all the time. So I don't need 8 days. But I also stay at
Mhm.
Pop once
Right.
a year for wine and dine, and I love Pop, but it has to be a preferred room. That's the only caveat that I have with Pop because I like being close to the
Okay.
Skyliner. So
Do you stay there with your family during that?
no,
Wine
so
and dine?
I stay by myself for the race. So if I'm with my family, I don't know. We're not in the room that much. So I've also been to Disney for 9 days and stayed at Contemporary. So we're not in the room that much. I didn't see a value in staying, at a deluxe for that many days. So I would say,
Yeah.
I think I would probably do Pop if I had to do it.
Okay.
I mean, I
Okay.
like Pop. I
8
think
nights for
never
Pop?
had a
Over 4 nights?
yeah.
Over
Shoot,
4
yeah,
nights,
it's-
club
Look at
level
Dana's
at Beach
loving
Club
it.
or Yacht Club?
Yeah, I mean, I like Pop a lot.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
I've stayed at
preferred.
Pop. I've stayed at Pop for a trip. That's fair. Okay.
Preferred room.
I am going to say this. I think 4 nights is too short, is the only problem.
Right.
I think 5 nights, for me, deluxe. If I'm
Yeah.
doing 5 nights, that gives me a park day in each park and then a down day to enjoy the deluxe resort and its amenities. So
Yeah.
if it's 5 nights, I'm definitely doing deluxe, and I might even spring if it's available with some sort of promotion. If it's available, I will upgrade to concierge or to club level at
Yeah.
the deluxe for 5 nights.
You're throwing
No
longer.
throwing variables into
I'm
this.
not allowed any longer, right? So if it's 5 nights, I'm doing that. But if I'm forced to 4 nights, man,
It's tough.
You
8
might
nights is
also
still
get
too long for me.
you might
What's
get
that?
the extended evening hours too if
That's
you
what
were
I'm
at a
saying.
deluxe
That's
resort.
yeah.
You definitely do, because I would plan it Monday through Friday, which means I
Yeah.
get them on Monday and on
Mhm.
Wednesday. So I'm going to stay deluxe. Sorry, that's my final answer. Even if it's
feels
4
good.
nights, I
I
love
like
those
Stephanie-
like late
If
night
Stephanie's
hours.
going with you, would she allow you to do anything lower than a Grand
A
Destino?
deluxe? Oh, yeah. She's not. I
She
mean,
would. Aaron
yeah,
would
she's
not.
not like
Aaron's not. She's not doing Pop.
for example, when we did our contemporary stay, we were supposed to go see friends ahead of time. This is
Mhm.
like back in 21, and we're gonna visit them like the night, like to arrive the day before, hang out with them, and just crash at their house, and then the next morning go get checked in. Right? We're about to leave. The day we're leaving, they text us and like we have COVID. So
Mm.
we ended up needing to because we had COVID, we're like, crap, what are we gonna do? We booked All Star Movies or music for one night, but it was a
Mhm.
last minute booking, and they had us the farthest standard room you could be. And you know how All Star Music is like long and skinny?
Yeah.
We were at the far end. So for me, those All Star rooms are just
That's why
ideal
Dana says
killer.
preferred room.
Yeah,
Is
pop's
a
like
Yeah,
that
but
too. That's
I
why
don't
you
know.
need to do preferred.
No, pop is like it's centered around the main pool, and then it kind of goes
There are
wide.
some offshoots that go out pretty far back.
Sure, like this. Yeah, but like it's I don't know. Music, if you look at a map of it, is long and narrow.
Mm-hmm.
So something to think about. Anyway, let's just move on to the next topic. John's staying deluxe. There it is. All right. We're going to stick with a Disney question. We got 2 more questions, and they'll be Disney questions, and then we'll do some lightning round, okay? First one. We're back to deluxe resorts. Are you staying on a Monorail resort or a Skyliner resort? And I am torn because my favorite resorts are both on like
Skyliner.
no,
Or
they're
no,
not,
no,
though, 'cause-
the monorail. Sorry, the monorail.
no, but also on the Skyliner. Like you're split. So what do you guys
I
think?
like the
Oh, okay.
Riviera. This is tough. I think I have
never
more
done
options
Riviera.
on the monorail. I love the Riviera. It's really, really, really nice. I've done it probably
It's
one
very
of the
nice.
most.
The rooms are beautiful. They're beautiful.
Mhm.
But the problem with Riviera is that the pool, the grounds are so small.
Yeah.
There's not a lot. I like to be able to explore and feel like there's something to see. If you're going to
Yeah.
explore, you're going to end up at Caribbean Beach when you're at Riviera.
But do you really think Yacht and Beach Club have, granted, they have more space and they have a better pool, but is there really much more to explore and see? I feel like, yeah,
yes,
it's a bigger
because you can
risk.
walk around the boardwalk. You have all of the stuff to see. You have got right next to it. You've also got
I
the
mean,
Swan and
the
Dolphin and all their grounds.
boardwalk is a Skyliner stop away from Riviera.
Yeah,
I think
just feel like
it's
it's
accessible.
the complex is all right there. So anyway, okay.
Yeah.
So are you thinking Skyliner, Dana? Is that your final answer?
No, I think monorail. I'm thinking about it more. I just think monorail because we spend so much time in Magic Kingdom and Epcot, and I don't know. I love
exactly.
the ease of the monorail. It holds more people. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to stick monorail. I'm going monorail. Final answer.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to jump in here. I usually go last. So I'll jump in here. Normally, I think maybe like a few years ago, I would hands down say monorail. Like we've stayed more times at Contemporary. Well, this might be our 3rd time staying at Yacht or Beach Club. So it's pretty close, right? Like those are like the ones we always either end up Yacht or Beach or Contemporary or Grand Floridian. Like those kind of be the places we end up landing. And you'll also notice those places typically always have promotions because they're so big. You know, they end up having promotions available for them in the deluxe resorts. So I think now the age my kids are getting, they're a little bit more adventurous. They like Hollywood Studios. They appreciate the stuff at Epcot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I feel like now that the age that they're at, I'm gonna say Skyliner only because of Yacht and Beach Club.
Yep.
Only because of that. Otherwise, it's monorail. If I can't get Yacht and Beach, it's 100% monorail.
You should try the Riviera, though. in all
Corinne.
honesty.
I should at some point.
I'm drawn to the Skyliner.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I've stayed at Caribbean Beach several times, stayed at Pop. I'm staying at Pop again this November for Wine and Dine with my family. I don't know. There's just something about it. I'm drawn to it.
Well, there's a lot of because of Caribbean Beach is there and Pop is there and Art of Animation they're there. There's a lot of value. I'm not saying value resorts, but there's a good value to be staying
Added
on the Skyliner. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
100%.
can get on the Skyliner for a lot less than you can get onto the monorail.
Yeah. Caribbean Beach has dropped in price over this last year. 2025 pricing at CBR is not too bad.
It needs to be because they arbitrarily increased it because of the Skyliner for so long.
I actually think
I don't think those rooms warrant it.
Both Port Orleans resorts and Coronado both are pricing at the same. They leveled those moderate prices out.
Riverside on promotion though. There's always
There's so
something
many.
available. Like Woods View at Riverside is always available on a promotion.
Anyway, sorry, that was off topic.
Yeah, Megan, what are you going to do?
I think I'm going to go monorail. I like a lot of the resorts there. Grand Flow with the new refurbishment is stunning. I like also that the monorail resorts, most of them you can walk to Magic Kingdom. And I'm a big walker if available and it's not raining. So I'm going to say monorail for this trip.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. I do love walking. I love walkability. And that's what I do love about the monorail, about particularly contemporary and beach club. You can walk, and even beach club and yacht club, you can walk to Hollywood Studios. It's a mile, but you can still walk it, or you can take a boat, or you can take the Skyliner. There's like so many ways to get places. So I agree. I love walkability. That's my favorite form of transportation because I'm not waiting on anybody else. I'm not waiting for a bus. I'm not waiting for a monorail that's stuck somewhere. Because when we stayed at multiple times, when we've stayed at Contemporary, we've been stuck there waiting for a monorail that's not coming because it's like broken.
Yeah.
Several years ago. I feel like they're more reliable now than they were a few years back. But anyway. All right. Last, everybody answered that question?
No, I didn't.
Oh, Sean, what's your answer?
I won't take a long time. It's yacht club for me. After doing Animal Kingdom lives and this past March, I need that close proximity, and Skyliner, especially at those yacht club, beach club, that walkability to Epcot, that walkability to Hollywood Studios. That's 2 of the 4 parks that you can walk to.
Yeah.
Can't beat it. So there it is.
When you said you were going there, I was super excited for you to go and stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge. But I know how much you love Yacht Club, so I knew that would always draw you.
And I don't think we wouldn't have stayed at Yacht Club this time anyway. But again, we let Julie, our daughter, call the resort shot.
That's because you guys ditched her on the last 3 trips before that.
No, my daughter.
No, I know.
Oh, you're talking about
other trips.
And I got it.
Yeah, you went to Europe without her, and then somewhere else without her, and she's like, "Do I get to go anywhere?" So you guys had to let her pick, right? That's point.
Yeah. All right.
Good job. Good parenting, though. You let her pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. All right. Next question. Last real question. This is a thinking caps on. This is a strategy question. All right. We're going to be going to the Magic Kingdom for early entry rope drop. Here are the questions. Do you early entry rope drop Space Mountain and then get a second attraction like Buzz Lightyear or anything else in Tomorrowland, or even like something close in Fantasyland? Or do you and purchase a Seven Dwarfs Mine Train individual lightning lane, so you're getting basically 3 rides done in the morning time, but you're paying for the individual lightning? Or do you early entry rope drop Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and eventually Genie Plus Space Mountain, and then do something? Because you can realistically get on Space Mountain, get off, and get on something in the next 30 minutes, or in the first 30 minutes of early entry. If you're doing Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, you're most likely not going to get on the ride and get off before the 30 minutes are up. So, do you buy the individual lightning lane and then rope drop something else like Space, or do you rope drop Seven Dwarfs Mine Train?
Is a right and wrong answer here, and I'm going to go let Corinne tell us exactly what that is.
Yeah, tell us what the right and wrong answers are.
Oh no! What if I have the wrong answer?
Don't fail us.
We believe in you.
I will never pay for an individual lightning lane for Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah,
she chose poorly.
Is that wrong?
That's the right answer, Corinne.
I don't think that is worth the money.
Okay, the 3 women.
I think that is a
even if it's
biggest
$12.
waste.
Even if it's $12.
5 people times 12.
Yeah, I'm not paying almost $50 for my family to go on that ride. I'm sorry.
We've ridden it a bunch of times. We already,
So do you waste a rope drop on that then? Or do you just
I'll
get
rope
it when you can get it?
rope drop. You're rope dropping it. You're not wasting it.
Corinne is over Seven Dwarfs.
I love it. And if the wait time drops later on in the day, or if we are there past fireworks, I'd rather ride it at night.
Okay.
Fair.
Megan, you're the same thing? You're not paying?
Absolutely. No, I'm not paying.
Okay.
I don't love it enough to pay. I mean, there's others that I might consider paying. I will say I've never paid for one, and I agree. I don't typically like to. We spend enough as it is. So I typically rope drop versus pay for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will say this. For my family, we're either skipping it or doing it during deluxe extended evening hours, or like after, like Corinne said, after fireworks. But here's the only catch I'm throwing into this. We're bringing my niece and nephew for the first time, and my brother and his wife, and they've never ridden it. Do you pay for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or do you just say bump it?
No.
Rope
No,
drop
you
it.
rope drop it.
I hate rope dropping it though.
You're
I feel
wasting
like
so
you
much
can,
time rope dropping something you have to stand in line
for 45
such
minutes
a
at that
waste
point,
of time.
possibly. All right, well, that's
You're-
the so
You
Sean.
asked for our opinions, and
Yeah.
we gave them.
I
here's
appreciate
my
your
thing.
opinions.
3 against
Sean,
Here's
what's
my
2, I
yours?
thing.
think.
When you're at Disney,
I didn't say.
when you're at Disney, not assuming we're us, we go to Disney quite a bit.
Yeah.
When you're at Disney, if this is your trip for the next 3 years, just pay the freaking money. Like,
yeah.
do as much as you can in the time
fair.
you have.
That's fair.
I'm not, we've mentioned I'm not going on Buzz Lightyear, but I'm going to find another ride. I'm going to do Space Mountain right away, go do another ride, and I'm going to pay for that Seven Dwarfs, and I'm going to do Magic Kingdom upright.
Hmm.
And I'm not like, I don't like standing in line. If I can pay a little extra, to go first class, I'm going to do it.
My preferred thing would be the rope drop Space Mountain, ride Buzz Lightyear, get off of Buzz Lightyear, get on the People Mover, and that is my perfect early entry into Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
But I understand it's not everybody's thing.
You know what the real right answer is, though?
Give them all your money.
Disney
VIP.
needs to put Seven Dwarfs Mine Train into regular Genie.
That's
I don't
100%.
see them doing it anytime
That's
soon.
the real right answer right
That's
there.
what
There's
needs
no
to
way
happen.
you should be
We're
paying for that
all
ride.
waiting with bated breath for June 28th to come when
Yeah.
when they figure out the Tiana situation with
Yeah.
that new opening. So
They've not said they're
Fingers
changing
crossed.
it because Tiana's going to be on Genie Plus.
going
I
for
don't
it.
see Seven
Plus.
Dwarfs
Yeah.
Mine Train changing.
Mm.
Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Hmm.
we'll see.
All right, here we go. Lightning lane, real quick, or not lightning lane,
Quick
lightning
fire.
round, real
Boom,
fast.
boom.
Okay.
Here we go. All right, I'm gonna do these really fast. Okay, and then we're gonna go Corinne, Megan, Dana, Sean.
On
And
everyone?
I'll go last on
Okay.
everyone. Just
Okay.
bing, bang, boom. All right.
Okay.
Mickey ice cream bar or Mickey pretzel? Go.
Pretzel.
Corinne, Megan,
Pretzel.
Ice cream bar.
ice cream bar. All right. Bring back the Great Movie Ride or Splash Mountain? Corinne.
Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain.
Great movie ride.
I'm happy about Tiana, so let's do Great Movie Ride. But I like Mickey Minnie too. Stupid
All
question.
right,
Move
I'll
on.
say Splash Mountain because I love that ride. Was that your question? Okay, this one.
my question.
People Mover, or Pirates of the Caribbean?
Ooh, Pirates.
Pirates. Sorry.
Pirates.
People mover.
Ooh,
Pirates.
Pirates.
All right, here we go. Okay, 2 more. Toy Story Land or Cars Land?
Cars Land.
Megan?
Toy Story Land.
Toy Story Land.
Cars Land.
Cars Land. All right, last one. Royal Caribbean or Carnival?
Is that a joke?
Yes.
Royal Caribbean.
Jeez.
Megan.
I thought you were going to say Disney.
Royal.
Oh, it's Royal.
Yeah, I'd go Royal as well. All
Hold
right,
on,
well,
hold-
on that, yeah.
Velocicoaster and Hagrid. Let's just end it
Okay.
on a true one.
On a real one. Velocicoaster or Hagrid's? Go, Corinne.
Velocicoaster with John, riding with John.
Okay.
Fun
Some
time.
screaming.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
Velocicoaster for me.
Hagrid.
Not riding with
Dana?
me. Jeez,
Oh.
Megan.
Okay, Hagrid's.
Oh, I'm
And then
sorry.
Sean?
Velocicoaster riding with Megan.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait.
That was the nice thing to say.
I'm gonna go Velocicoaster, but I don't want my kids on that ride because I'm 100% sure they'd fall out. So that
And you're
freaks me
swearing,
out.
and you're swearing the whole time.
That's true too.
That's
All right.
valid.
Exactly. Well, all right. Well, that was fun. That wraps up our very first episode of the Would You Rather. Thank you all so much for playing. I learned a little bit about you all, although I could have guessed most of your answers. Some of them were surprising, and we all didn't agree. That's the best part. There's multiple
Isn't it?
ways you can travel. It's all kind of up the way you want to do it. So, on that note, we're going to wrap up this episode. I'd like to thank all of our listeners for making it the last 30 plus minutes with us. If you enjoyed this episode or any other episodes, we would really appreciate a like and subscribe or a 5-star review wherever you find your podcast. Lastly, if you would like to connect with us or tell us what you would rather do, you can head over to Facebook and do a search for the Where We Roam podcast. and give us your feedback. Would you rather ride on Hagrid's or Velocicoaster with John screaming and cussing the whole time? It's up to you.
Who
All right.
wouldn't
On
want
that
that?
note, we will talk to you real soon. No, who wouldn't? I can't imagine you. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.